So I'm gonna go ahead and paint a very familiar picture for you, right? You just got finished with your last day of first, second, third, fourth, fifth, whatever have you grade, right? Middle school, elementary, high, whatever. It's your last day. Let's say you got out of school like 2 hours earlier because it was like your last day. And because of that, you now have 60 to 90 days of absolutely nothing ahead of you. 60 to 90 days of free time, 60 to 90 days of relaxing, 60 to 90 days of planning your next move. And I want you to think deep down, who needs that more? A small child with no job or a grown a grown adult man, woman, non-binary individual trying to live their life and go about this this crazy world we call Earth. I don't get it, man. Because the thing is, I actually sat down and thought about it. We as adults need our own. We need our own summertime. We really do. Because like, I just got off the shift, right? I just came back home from a morning shift, right? And I'm sitting down thinking to myself, I'm trying to plan out my time because I got another morning shift tomorrow. So it's like I'm trying to figure out how many hours I have to myself and like how to manage all that time. So I'm trying to think, oh, okay, I have maybe a couple hours to focus on relaxing, a couple other hours to focus on chores, a couple other hours to focus on like side projects and shit. And then I thought about the nostalgia of summer break, right? I thought about the nostalgia of being on summer break and just having that much time to do whatever you want. Because I don't know about you guys, I have a lot of just shit in my gaming backlog, right? There's like Persona 3 Reload. I still haven't beaten Black Myth Wukong. I got the OG Castlevania games from the Game Boy Advance and the DS era that I still haven't beaten. I haven't even beaten Symphony of the Night. I still haven't beaten Symphony of the Night. I might go play Symphony of the Night after this. I don't know, but and not only that, I just bought what else? I just bought Stone Magia. I just bought Stone Magia, that Souls game. That Souls game about the chess pieces. I just bought that actually. I might use that for gameplay for this video, but I was just thinking about that. And the reason that reminded me of summer is because when it comes to these really, really long games like Elden Ring, Black Myth, uh or just like online games that you want to play for a long amount of time, like Rivals or Arc Raiders or whoever the hell's playing Rivals these days, which is me, unfortunately. You can't really fully enjoy a game unless you know you have time to sink your teeth into it. You know what I mean? Because the thing about my relationship with like Souls games and like difficult games like that is that I'm okay with playing a difficult game under two circumstances, right? I'm okay with playing a difficult game if I know I have if A, first of all, I have to be in the mood to play it. I have to be in the mood to play like some play some horse shittery, man. I can't just hop on like a Elden Ring or like Liza P or whatever and just like fight a random boss and have fun. I have to be in a specific mood to play it, but I have to be in the mood to play it, and I also have to know that I have the time to play it, right? Because here's the thing, we as adults, we're completely stressed the fuck out. There's 99.99% of Americans will try to convince you otherwise. They're lying. We are all completely stressed the fuck out. And I'd be willing to I'm safe to say that regardless of where you are on earth right now, because of how like shitty of a country we are, you're probably stressed out because of us. And I'm sorry. On behalf of us, I'm genuinely sorry. But it's like I was in all seriousness, I was genuinely thinking about that. If Because I want you to think right now, if you had a good, let's say, because I think they shortened like how long summer break was ever since I graduated high school. I have no idea. But let's say you had a free, give or take, let's say you had a free like 70 days. Let's say if I gave you a full free 70 days. Let's say all your bills are paid. Let's say your boss walks up to you and says, "Hey, I'm gonna give you your own summer break, 70 days off. You're still gonna get paid, but This time, the way it is now is that all of your expenses are completely paid. All of your bills are paid. Your groceries are paid within reason. All you have to do with your paycheck is just save it and manage it and do whatever you want with it. What would you do right now if you had those full 70 days at your disposal? I really want you to think, what would you do right now? Because I can imagine the amount of planning and the amount of ideas people could actually execute if they had that much time to just freely and just casually just throw away like that. Because some of my best memories gaming, right? And to go back to gaming, because I know I was talking about gaming before, but to go back to gaming, some of my best memories gaming were growing up during summer break, like Prime Overwatch, for example. I'm talking about like around now, actually, 10 years ago was probably low key the happiest I've ever been. Like hopping on Prime Overwatch, like Doomfist is just getting ready to come out. Orisa just came out, hopping on the game, playing that shit for 6 to 8 hours a day, maybe even the full day, just not having a care in the world. I know a lot of it is nostalgia too, but still, that is I I can't even imagine how far ahead I would be, let alone like how far ahead like anybody else would be with that amount of time on their shoulders, just freely dispense. And I'm sorry, but if you're a kid watching this, man, you don't need that much time off. You don't need that much time off. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. I feel like if we there's no way in hell this would work in real life. This is just me saying shit for the sake of saying shit. But if we put in a system where we could take the summertime from like teenagers and give it to adults, and then the teenagers temporarily cover our jobs for like a good month or so, I feel like I feel like that'd make me happy. I'd appreciate that. I don't know about y'all, but that would make me happy personally. But no, no, that was just a dumb shower thought that I've been thinking about a lot recently because the 5 day work week is a complete and utter scam. Like the 5 day work week is not meant for the average laborer, cough cough me, or the average worker to like experience and still live a full, happy, and healthy life. They say we can still like manage with a 5 day work week, but we can't. We really can't. I we dedicate 40 hours, and not just 40 regular hours too, but 40 like of our waking hours, 40 hours of our like 40 hours of the time where our brain is our most productive every week is thrown away and completely like completely thrown away to the machine that is capitalism. So best thing I can say is spend the time you have wisely. That's all I can tell you, man. But yeah, it was a silly little shower thought that I was thinking about for a while. You guys take it easy.